first and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 16-yard touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Snead. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle.
Jackson's pass.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man. Complete.
Marquise Brown.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. We're up 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead hitting double digits with his 10th. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Stop it. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what